Hello everybody, this is KingTut here, and welcome to another Python tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to build upon the class, pretty much our previous video I meant. So I pretty much made a class here, and we're going to be building upon it in future videos. So I already explained to you guys self. Now we want to make use of the class. We want to take this out and then put pass in it. But we want to actually at least make use of the information, or do debugging, or even manipulate it in the class. And we could use it by variables, but this is not practical. And it's usually for security reasons. So we're going to use what is called encapsulation. And encapsulation is pretty much accessing the variable through a function, or manipulating a variable through a function. And they're usually called getters and setters. So let's say I made a class called kingtut, and let's, set the height of kingtut and set his age to be, let's say, 18. Let's just pretend he still lives and not fall out of a chariot. So we could do that. That's pretty much manipulating the variable. Now we want to access the variable. We want to know what kingtut's height is. We want to know what his age is. Now we could get the variable. We could use the get variable stuff, the get variable function. So how do we implement it? Let's first of all declare variables. So self age 0. Actually, let's put that inside here. Self dot height equals 0. We're just gonna initialize it as 0. Now we're gonna do def set age. I know I said height first, but we're gonna do age first. So age self age. Age equals self dot age. Def set height self height. And then we're gonna put height self dot height. So I'm getting too ahead of myself on this, but let me walk you through this. So I have defined the set age function, and with every function in the class, it's going to have self. And then I added age as the parameter because you want to manipulate the variable. So you pretty much put in, actually, this is not the correct way. So you do it the other way. So you store the age of this class to the age that is put on the parameter. So you see, this is a good use of self. So if you put, this class might be confused, oh, is it the age of this class or is it the age of the parameter? So it's going to get confused. So that's why you put self here. And then it's the same thing for the height. So let me just change the whole thing. Self the height. Okay, so it has self like every other function, and then I added height as the parameter. And the height that is from the initialization, the height of this class is gonna be set to the height that is put on the parameter. So we put the setters. Now let's do the getters. Get age. And then you just put the parentheses in it, or automatically put self. And then we put return self.age. That's what's going to happen here. So whatever age you put in there, you want to access it. It's going to return it to, it's going to show it as the variable of this class. Whatever value of this variable of this class that you put in the set age, or by default. And what I mean by default here is, if you didn't put any set variables, if you didn't put set age, it's just going to go to its default. It's going to be just 0, which kingtut is not 0 years old. That's, I mean, maybe 1 month, but there's no such thing as having a 0-year-old child. Same thing with height. So in the functions tutorial, this is considered a quote-unquote variable. This function here is considered a quote-unquote variable, but it's not really a variable. All right, so we already did declare. We did declare the class variable, and then we already have print out. So first of all, let's print out print get age. Why is it self.get age? So what's gonna happen? So what's gonna happen here is, it's gonna print out this right here, the functions of this class, and it's just going to give you the default value of 0. So let's run this. Takes 1 positional argument, but 2 is given. So let's take this out. Let's yep. All right, so don't put self in the getters. So it's just assumed it's already there. Now let's put in set age 18. And you also need to put self to refer to the one in this class, the functions of this class. And it actually does what it should do. So I set his age to 18, and then I print out get age, and it spits out 18. So let's just make it prettier. Age, and then let's just put a comma on it. Same thing with the height. Self set height. So kingtut is 5'6". So we'll just put 5.5 feet. Or let's just do that. And let's print out kingtut is just put the self.get height, feet. And then we're just gonna put in years old. Actually, 2 exclamation point and 2 exclamation point. Now let's print that out. There you go. So what it did is I set the age to 18. It spits out kingtut's age, 18 years old. And then I set the height to 5.5 feet. And then it spits out kingtut is 5.5 feet. Along with, yes, 2 exclamation points. So hopefully you guys understand how to manipulate variables using the class the right way, using getters and setters, aka encapsulation. So thank you so much for watching this, and if you really like this video, smash the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!